Welcome back, and today we're going to be checking out a few more Girls' Generation concert performances. The first one we're going to be getting into is My Child from the second Girls' Generation tour concert. With that said, let's just jump in. The quality on this one isn't that great. It had the most views though. So young with those vocals. Oh yeah, this isn't all of them. Oh, there they are. This is a very unique stage concept. And it's at 2011. I was about to say, she just wanted to lower that flag. When it's on Martin, they definitely put on a show. They just came, marched around, and let off some balloons, and now they're leaving. I just realized I've not paused this video yet, but I'm just enjoying the performance. And vocally, it sounds exactly like the studio version, although I've not heard the studio version of this. But typically they do, from what I've heard. Well, that crowd did not stop cheering, but with good reason. Okay, so let me know. All the videos that I'm going to be checking out here. Let me know where the song is from, because album-wise, I've never even saw this title before, and I'm curious if this, and just curiosity on this one, if this was for the start of the concert, because it seemed like it would be good for the start, but better for the end of the concert, to kind of say goodbye, go around slightly through the crowd as well on that separated ship. I love the concept. Very unique, interesting stage. Essentially one of my favorite performances. Just the unique idea and concept behind it. And vocally, they all sounded great. Song-wise, I'm not sure it's one I'd listen to a lot. You saw I didn't even pause that once. I was just enjoying the performance and didn't even realize I hadn't paused to talk about it. I wish I could go to one of their concerts. That's all I'm saying. But up next, we're going to be jumping into, I don't know why I'm checking subtitles, Chain Reaction, and this one's from the Live at Tokyo Dome tour. Let's just jump in. Love the outfits. Okay, first, outfits, choreo, I'm loving. Audio isn't that great on this video. Yeah, I mean, you can clearly tell they're singing live and sounding great doing it. I just wish audio was slightly better on it. I would not be able to dance like this and sing and hit those notes. Can't even hit those notes without dancing like that. I love that blue dress. Okay, vocals. She just left them. Okay, for this one, definitely like the song better than the previous one. And they all looked amazing, those outfits. Somebody mentioned one of their concerts, lots of leg and hair flipping. I'm wondering if the Tokyo Dome is the concert, because there were a lot of both in this. I'm not complaining either way. What I will complain about, again, is the audio. I wish it had been a little bit better for this one. Kind of took away from the overall experience of the performance. But even with that slight negative, still love the performance. It's just I can't really gauge it fully based on that. It's just as much as I like it, I still have that in the back of my head. Like, I wish the audio had been better. Vocally, look-wise, loved all that. Love the choreo. One of my favorite looks that they've had was right here in this performance. But even with the bad audio, I want to hear that song. I'm going to be listening to it because I think it could be, it's one that's probably going on my playlist. Now, I did notice there were only 8 in this one. I know next we're going to be jumping into the New World Ballad version, which, if I'm not mistaken, is the Tokyo Dome as well. And the comment did say this is the first one after Jessica's departure. And it being a ballad version, I have a feeling we're in for a more emotional performance based on the surrounding circumstances and, of course, it being a ballad. I already see some tears. I thought I saw tears. Maybe it's just glitter. I can't tell. Okay, a little side note here. Let me know if this ballad version is available anywhere. I do have to admit, I've grown to like Into the New World a whole lot more than whenever I first watched it in the video, and even whenever I did the ranking, and I'm loving this ballad version. And you can definitely feel the emotion behind those vocals. very emotional performance. Okay, even if there weren't tears, you could definitely hear the emotion in all their vocals. And especially during the 사랑해. Okay, I wanted to make sure there were no more there. But yeah, especially during that, you could hear the emotion. You could hear the emotion all throughout it, and then the tears on top of it. I have to say, the most impactful in terms of emotion performance I've watched in recent memory, actually, potentially overall, and that just may be because I've become such a fan of this group, and I know the surrounding circumstances. I've mentioned it before, there's a lot of divide in it. I have my own opinion of it that I'm not going to go into. And I haven't seen this performance before, but it's performances like this and reasons like this that I've come to the conclusion over when Jessica departed the group. Actually, I'm just going to get into it. I don't think any of them wanted her kicked out, as I've heard in the past. Not saying she wasn't kicked out. I'm just saying I don't think any of the members wanted her kicked out. And that's just especially performances like this, where they're up there giving the emotion in the vocals and visibly crying on stage. That's where I am with it. I don't think they wanted her kicked out, and clearly it affected them emotionally. And this was a good tribute, I feel, to her and to her departing the group. And I'm using the term departing. I think I've had some negative comments for me using that term in the past. It's just what I'm using. But this right here, vocals, of course, they sounded amazing, even with the emotions they were feeling. Still pulling out those vocals. And this is my favorite performance of them. Sad performance, but my favorite performance. There was no choreo, just then I keep going back to this pure emotion. And I loved every minute of it. Loved and also sad every minute of it. I can see why this one was recommended. Actually, I don't know why this one isn't recommended more often. I think there was only one person that recommended it. But this one is my favorite so far. And I don't see that changing, just the story behind it. The emotion you could feel in their vocals. Yeah, I just love it, and it was a nice tribute, in my opinion. I know people are not going to agree. I may get some negative comments based on what I've said here. It's just where I am with it, how I feel about it. And this will forever be my favorite version of Into the New World, because it's one of those you can't really duplicate again. They just got up on stage and let it all out. But let me know what you thought about it. And if we're going to talk about the events, just be respectful to each other. Everybody has their own opinion. Nobody knows what happened, based on what I've observed. And I'm relatively new to Girls' Generation, so I know the least about what's happened over the years, and my opinion could be completely wrong on it. But yeah, definitely my favorite performance of them. Favorite version of Into the New World, because there's no topping this. There's no even coming close to it again, in my opinion. But let me know what you thought. I'm going to end this video here. A little bit longer than I thought it would be, but I had a lot to say after that Into the New World performance. I'm gonna watch this one again, either as soon as I end this video or later today. It was difficult on the first time to talk about the song and also be feeling the emotion at the same time. It's the reason I didn't pause, and for another reason, it deserved not to be paused, except for that one time that I paused. Just ignore that. Pretend I didn't do that. I'm going to end this video here, and I will see you in the next one.